If you want to see how I achieved this look using only $1 makeup, then keep watching. If you know me, know what I say. If you don't, I'm Queen Pen K and you're watching what? Queen Pen Entertainment. Welcome back, Queen Pen Crew. I'm back with another lit video for you today. As you can tell by the title, the description, all of that good shenanigans, this is a full face using only AOA by Shocking Mascara makeup. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so let's just get into the video. But before we do that, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so you can see when what the Queen Pen is posting. Also, feel free to follow me on my socials. We have fun over there. My tools and my brushes are all by AOA as well, so yeah. Starting with the eye area, I will be starting with my brows. I'm going to start by going in with the AOA Sculpt My Brows Clear Pomade. It looks like this. I'm going to be using their Disposable Spoolies. This is a nice, smooth formula. It's very creamy and not too heavy. Next, I'm going to go in with the AOA Magical Girl Brow Lift Sculpting Wax. I love this product so much. I use it a lot, as you guys can tell. I think that this one offers a little bit of a firmer hold than the clear pomade, so I really like that. So for all my laminated brow girlies, this is definitely that product. Now I'm going to go in with the AOA Brush On Liquid Concealer in the shade T3. I'm going to be using this on the outer like 2/3 or 3/4 of my brow, just to carve them out and give them a little bit of a highlight. On that inner 1/3, I'm going to be using the AOA Flawless Liquid Concealer in the shade D2. This is more like my skin tone. This is to carve it a little bit, but also make it a little bit more natural looking towards the front. Now we're just going to blend that out. Now while I let those set, I'm going to be priming my eyelids. I have 2 of their primers, but I think I'm going to go in with the AOA Inner Self Eye Primer. Look at this packaging. It's so cute. I adore this formula. It's super blendable and it smells pretty good too. I'm going to set this with the AOA Flawless Pressed Powder in the shade T1. You don't have to set your lid, but I like setting my lid. I love this pressed powder. I'll talk more about that in the face part though. Before I start the eyeshadow look, I'm actually going to go back to my brows and fill them in a little bit. On the inner 1/3, I'm going to be using the AOA Micro Brow Pen. This is in the shade Soft Black. It has like those 3 tips on it, 3 or 4 tips on it to do like hair-like strokes. Next, I'm going to use the AOA Sculpting Brow Pencil in the shade Ebony. I'm going to be using this to outline my eyebrows and fill them in a little bit. Boom. I love this pencil. Back in with the AOA Flawless Liquid Concealer in the shade D2. I'm going to take this and carve out the top of my eyebrows. For $1 and some change, this is the truth. Now for the eyeshadow look. I only have 4 eyeshadow products to choose from at the moment, but I plan on getting more. There are these 4. I'm going to start with the AOA Cherry Blossom 9-color eyeshadow palette in the group shade Hirosaki. I'm going to start with this light brown / tan shade in the middle. This one. I'm going to use that all over my lid, but mostly in the crease area as like a transition shade. This is a nice matte shade and it blends out really well. Now I'm going to go in with the AOA Sunday Afternoon Eyeshadow Quad. This is in the group named Depresso. That's just such a funny name to me. It looks like this. I'm going to use the darkest shade in my outer corner. I'm just going to gently pack it on there. Now I'm going to use the tan shade for the inner corner to the middle of my eyelid with this gold shimmery shade. And I'm just going to put that on the middle, on like the middle 2/4 of my eyelid. That is so pretty and so pigmented. Now for the inner 1/3, I'm going to go back into the Cherry Blossom palette and I'm going to take this white shimmery shade and I'm going to use that on my inner corner. I picked this one over the white in this one because these glitters are a little bit too big for what I want right now. So these ones are a little more subtle. Ooh, that is some pigment. I can already tell I'm going to be reaching for this one a lot. I am going to go back in and pack some more of that gold shimmer back on the middle just to help blend it out a little more. It does have a bit of fallout, but you have to understand all of these palettes are like $1. I'm going to go in with the darkest shade in this palette just because it's a little darker than the brown in the Sunday. And I'm just going to darken my outer corners just a little bit more. I'm also going to take that dark shade and I'm going to put it on my lower lash line just about 2/3 of the way. I'll probably touch up this area after I do my face stuff, but for now I'm good. Now I'm gonna go in with the AOA Artista eyeliner pen. I'm gonna use this for my wing liner. This is in the shade black. They have this pen in other colors. I want them so bad. I think there's like 4 more. I am gonna do a little bit of a dramatic liner today. This is honestly one of my favorite eyeliners right now. Like, look at that. It was so easy to draw with. I will say that this is more like a beginner friendly eyeliner. I forgot to pick up one of their eyeliner pencils, like a regular gel pen, and if I did, I would have filled in my lower waterline, but I'm not gonna do that for the video's sake. But now it's time for lashes. Today I'm going to be using 2 out of their 3 mascaras that I own. That's going to be these 2. For my top lashes, I'm going to be going in with the AOA Lifting Mascara. This is in the style Curl. They have this in other styles, like straight or something, I don't know. This is the wand. So it has that curl. I'm going to be using that for the top lashes. So for the bottom lashes, I'm going to be going in with the AOA Skinny Underlash Mascara. When I say that this is the truth, this is the best. I mean it. This is actually one of my favorite products across the board, no matter what company. I think that this is perfect. And for my small lash girlies, look at that. Okay? Can't go wrong for $1. Alright, y'all, we're almost done. Because now I'm going to be putting on my falsies. I have 2 pairs to choose from. I have my choice between the AOA 3D Faux Mink lashes. These are in the style Tori. And then my second choice would be the AOA Studio lashes. These are in the style Alexis. These are actually 100% human hair. Now, these look a little more natural to me. So I'm actually gonna go with the 3D Faux Mink lashes, only because this look is giving a little bit dramatic and I want it to pop a little bit. To adhere these, I'm gonna be using the A+ Super Strip Lash Adhesive. This is in the shade White or Clear. I like this because it comes with a brush. They're not actually as dramatic as you would think. So when you do under your lashes instead of on top, you do want to put the glue on top of the lash band instead of under it like normal, like so. I'm probably gonna put these on off camera because that's gonna take a lot. Okay, Tori, I see you. But yeah, I like to do the lashes under just because I feel like it blends in a little more seamlessly. Now I'm gonna go in and do some little touch-ups, like I think I might want to put a little bit more eyeshadow under my eye or something like that. Use a little bit more mascara just to help blend this in a little bit more. And then I think we're done. See? Okay, y'all, this is the finished eye look. Let me know what you think. I can't believe all of these products were under $2, like every single thing. So let's do this face. Like any full face, I am going to be priming, and I have quite a few choices, but I'm going to be going with these 2. If you want to know what my other primers are, please comment down below, but these are it so far. This is the AOA Inner Self Youthful Glow Primer. I am in love with this one. It's good for dryness, fine lines, and wrinkles. Next, I'm going to be mixing that primer with the AOA Inner Self Hydrating Primer. This one's good for boosting your complexion, and I think it works. Also, the packaging on their Inner Self line is so freaking cute. I'm just going to massage this into my skin. The formula on these, oh my god. They feel like they cost way more than what they are. Those 2 mixed are like my go-to primer at the moment. These videos are not sponsored, by the way. Okay, you see it's already boosting my complexion. What? For my foundation, I'm going to be mixing 2 of the 6 AOA foundations that I have. The first one's going to be the AOA Matte Vision High Def Foundation. This is in the shade D2. I'm going to be putting this in areas that kind of like frame my face, like the outline, just because it's a little bit darker and I feel like I'm a little bit darker on that outline of my face. It's a slightly darker one of the 2 that I'm going to be mixing. Now I'm going to be using the AOA Pure Complexion Liquid Foundation. This is also in the shade D2. I'm placing this basically in the middle areas of my face. This is from the AOA Hero Brush Set. I love this brush. I'm going to do something different than my usual face routine, and this time I'm going to blush first before I do my highlight and contour. I have like 6 cream or liquid blushes to choose from, but I'm going to be using these two. For starters, I'm going to be going in with the AOA Plush Blush Gel Liquid Blush. This is in the shade Nimbo. This is the truth. It's so cute because it's like a little nail polish. I'm just going to do a couple little swipes here. It's a very sheer, blendable blush. The smell kind of reminds me of something from my childhood, like a candy I used to have or something. Clean girl makeup girlies, this is definitely for you. I'm gonna build it up just a little bit more. On top of that, I'm gonna be using the AOA Hue Days Blush Balm. This is in the shade PB&J. Now this, I love this. I love all the little shimmers in it. And this is also a very subtle blush. It's almost like a highlighter and a blush mixed into one. Look at how pretty that is. And then the formula in that one, I would die for. It's so creamy, such a creamy, rich blush. I'm going to be going in with the AOA Brush On Liquid Concealer in the shade T3. I don't even got to tell you guys which ones these kind of remind me of. You already know. I guess you could say this is more of a full look. For a little extra brightening, I'm going to be going in with the AOA Paw Paw Liquid Concealer. This is also in the shade T3, but it's just a little bit lighter than this one. I'm going to be using this on like the inner areas, like in the center. I'm not sure if it looks lighter on camera. It's just slightly lighter in person. I should have used a concealer brush for this, but I didn't. While this is drying down, I'm going to be using the AOA Brush On Liquid Concealer in the shade D3 this time. I'm going to use this for my liquid contour. At first, I was nervous about this one because in the packaging, it looks a little light, so I was like, ooh. But in person, it's perfect. Now I'm going to be using the AOA Locked In Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade DW1. I'm going to be using this more like a liquid bronzer because it is a little bit warmer than this one. But when it dries down, it's just a little bit darker than my skin, just a little bit. I do want to take a moment to speak on their AOA Professional High Def Contour Brushes. This set is top notch. Look at this. I'm going to be using this E107 brush to blend out my concealer. It looks like this. That's really cool. Could use a little bit more drying, but I'm gonna blend out anyway. I love this brush. I love this brush. I love this brush. I have to get like 40 more of these. Time to blend out that contour. For the contour blending, I'm gonna be using the F9 brush. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is the E110 brush. I'm gonna use that to blend out the smaller contouring. Can I just mention again that all of these products are under $2. Proves that you don't need $1,000 to get a nice full face. So to set under my eyes, I'm going to be using the AOA Flawless Pressed Powder. This is in the shade T1. Like this. I'm going to use their AOA Velvet Triangle Puff. That's how I'm going to set it. So dip into there, pat, pat, pat on your skin, and then set. I know I'm looking crazy right now, but just trust the process, okay? Trust it. Next, I'm going to be setting most of the rest of my face with the AOA Soft Touch Blurring Powder Foundation. This is in the shade D2. I'm also going to be setting that with the Triangle Puff. This is one of those products that actually surprised me too. I thought it was going to be too light, but it actually turns out to be kind of perfect. I'm going to be going in with the AOA Cherry Blossom Powder Blush. This is in the shade Raku. I don't have a small brush to use for them right now, so I'm going to use one of these big fluffy brushes. I love this blush. I use it a lot. Just look at how I bring this blush back. I don't know if the camera is picking up how good it looks in person, but a little bit on your nose. Now to bronze and set my contour. I'm going to be using the AOA Perfect Bronzer Powder. This is in the shade Hazelnut. I know what you're thinking, and if you're like me, then you're thinking, girl, that is not gonna be your shade. But this surprised me, like real bad. It's like it just mixes in and just brings everything back to life. I don't know what sorcery this is, but so I don't really need to do this step, but I'm going to anyway because I really want to use this product because I love this product so much. I am going to reset a little bit of my under eye with the AOA Flawless Setting Plus Finishing Loose Powder. This is in the shade Deep. I love it because it's like 4 different loose powders and they blend to make like the perfect shade. Tap off the excess and just go back in. I like this because I feel like it helps it not look so bright under my eye while also maintaining some of that brightness thanks to the yellow in here. Now it's time to set the whole look with the spray. For that, I'm going to be using the AOA Flawless Matte Setting Spray. It actually has a little twin that's a primer. I also have the primer. I gave myself a nice shower with this. You don't need to use this much. I did because why not? While this is drying down, I'm gonna pick between my highlights. I don't always highlight, but for the sake of this video, I am gonna highlight since I do own two of their cute little highlighters. It's these two. These are the AOA Everglow highlighters. These are in the shades Magic Hour and Morning Star. They look like this. Packaging is super cute. This is Magic Hour, and this is Morning Star. I think I'm going to choose Magic Hour for this look. I'm going to be using one of their little fan brushes. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Now we have the eyes and the base done. Check. Check. Tell me what you think. What are you thinking so far? This isn't bad for makeup all under $2. Alright, let's finish this look up with the lips. To start, I'm going to be going in with the AOA Paw Paw Gel Lip Liner in the shade Lasso. I actually thought that this was going to be like lighter than it turned out to be, so I'm happy it didn't. I do like to overline just a little. This was the darkest lip liner I was able to find. I do wish that I was able to find a little bit of a darker one, but that's okay. Now I'm going to use the AOA Magical Girl lipstick. This is in the shade Tamika. As you can tell, I already kind of use it. I am going to take my AOA Fly With Me lip crayon. This is in the shade Labyrinth. I'm going to use this as also like a lip liner. I'm going to ombre this a little bit more with the AOA Wonder Matte lipstick. This is in the shade Hazel. Now this is pigmented, so I'm going to be very gentle and only place it on the inner parts of my lips. Like here. And then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to just blend it out. I'm going to take that lip crayon and I'm just going to, you know, outline a little bit more. Lastly, I'm going to top this lip look off with the AOA Full Lips Plumping Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Clear. Clearly it's not clear anymore because I use it a lot. And it smells so good. Like, look at that. I like that the plumping effect on this is very subtle. It's not like a sting, but it's like a nice subtle tingle, which I really like. We are all done. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know down below. I'm loving it. I actually am going to go and do my hair, and then I'm gonna come and give you guys like an actual review. Okay, so this is as well as I wanted to do my hair today. But this is the whole completed look, hair, and makeup. Tell me what you think. Shop Miss A. I think you ate down. I think all of these products ate down. I definitely have some of the products in there are definitely like my go-to, my everydays. So especially that brow gel. I'm loving this foundation. This foundation is a new fave. Both of them mix. I think all the products that I chose for this look definitely did justice. I think the quality of the stuff for the price is like top tier. Like, look right now, I'm eating down. I did not spend a fortune on this look. I will put the total of everything in this video. Let me know how you feel about this look and what other brands I should do a full face of. Anyways, thank you so much. If you know me, you know what I say. If you don't, I'm Queen Pin Kate, and thank you so much for watching Queen Pin Entertainment. Queen Pin out.